Hello, vintage outboard motor fans. This is T-Mike out here on Toledo Bend Lake, making another video today. Today's video is episode 2 of T-Mike's Waterless Wonder. That's right, episode 2 of this motor that I can't get to pump water. So if you watched episode 1, we went through all the process, normal processes of running trouble on it. Couldn't figure it out. So we decided to take out a motor out of my boneyard and try to do some swapping. So I got a couple of subscribers who contacted me through comments and made some suggestions. We're going to talk about that, and then I'm going to talk about the approach that I'm going to take to running trouble on this thing. So if everybody's ready, here we go. All right. So in episode 1, we talked about Mark's motor here. Had a lot of trouble. It's a saltwater motor, so I had to change the power head, change a lot of other parts on it. But it runs great. But I can't seem to get it to pump water. If you watched the video, you saw this port right here on the power head screw. When I put a drill on it, it squirts out of that port like crazy, but it doesn't pump. And when I took the power head off and looked inside the bypass cover, it's dry as can be. So it's almost like it's not blocked. It just won't pump when the power head spins it, but it pumps when my drill spins it. So it's really got me thinking. And I had several comments on episode 1 who made suggestions on it. I'm going to tell you what they were. So one comment said, "Are you sure that the drive shaft is spinning when the engine's running?" And yes, I put it in the barrel, started it, and looked at the drive shaft without the prop on it, and it's spinning like crazy. So it is that is working. The other one is that the pin inside the impeller and the water pump housing, the pin, when it's being spun by the motor, is slipping and not with the drill. So that could be the gear case impeller malfunctioning. Never seen that before, but it's always possible. Another one is that the power head gasket I put on there, which I did put a new gasket on the power head base. Power head gasket is incorrect and it's blocking the water from getting through. Now that sounds like it could be the case, because it's, like I said, it's pumping right here at the base, but not inside the power head. So it's blocked right there. That could be a possibility. All right. And the last one was that the power head that I put on is not have the same path of circulating water, so it's not matching up right here. And that could be. I think it from 57 all the way to 63, the 3 horsepower power heads were the same, but it could be. It is a different power head. So, taking all those suggestions in mind, here's the approach I'm going to take. So I could hunt and peck, take things apart, look at them, put them back together. I could hunt and peck and try to isolate the problem. My preference is to swap parts till you isolate that problem to one of the sections in here and then fix it. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my boneyard 3 horsepower, and it hadn't run in 30, 40 years. I'm going to have to check compression, spark and fuel, get it running, get it pumping water. Once this thing's pumping water and this one's not, I can swap gear cases, swap power heads, and move the trouble, find out where it's at. Let's just say if I put the gear case on this one on here and it starts pumping, well then I know the gear case is the trouble. All right, then I'll fix it, put it on this one, get them both pumping water. So my goal here is to get them both pumping water. All right, so T-Mike's Waterless Wonder. It's a real comedy. All right, here we go. I'm gonna make this one run, show you pumping water in a barrel, and then start placing parts. Let's have fun. Here we go. Okay, I got my boneyard, 3 horsepower, rebuilt. I rebuilt the car magneto, and watch this baby run, and watch it pump water. Yes, sir. That's what it's supposed to do. She's pumping. So now I'm gonna take this flush plug out. Take this flush plug out and start her up and watch the water shoot out. I'm gonna give her a start. That baby squirts some water out. All right. So we have a working 3 horsepower now. I think because it's so easy, I think I'm gonna pull the power heads off, inspect the gasket and the ports underneath both of them, and swap the power heads. And we'll see, put that power head on here, see if it still pumps. That's the next move. All right, I got the 2 power heads off, sitting up here on my bench, and I inspected them both, and I don't see no difference. Both power heads look exactly alike. Gasket there seals off the passageway underneath it. Water comes in through this hole right here, and it's not blocked on either one. So this power head works and this one doesn't. I'm gonna swap them on the gear cases, see if the trouble moves or not. And that ought to tell us whether it's gear case or lower unit. Here we go with that. All right, well, looky here. I got Mark's power head on this gear case, which I know pumps water, right? So if I start it up, watch this. So it pumps out the jet. Now I'm gonna close it off and see if it pumps. All right, I got the washout plug back in. Let's start her up. And yes, sir, she pumps water. Tells me the power head is good and that gear case is good. So the trouble is in this gear case. Let's take it apart and find out why. All right, so I put the prop on it. Let's start the motor, see what it does. I would say the prop is spinning. I would say it's not the prop. It's not the prop. It's going to be the impeller pin. Either I didn't put it in or it's slipping at high speed. We're going to take it apart and look at the impeller now. Okay, got the gear case in my shop. Loosen the screws. Pull the housing up. Impeller looks good. The pin looks good. I don't see anything wrong with that pin. Pin looks good. Bad impeller maybe? Slipping? Let's change the impeller. Maybe that impeller will spin on a drill, but the power head goes so fast that it's slipping right here. So I'm going to replace this impeller and see if that works. It's a tough one now. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and change the drive shaft too. I'm worried about those splines. This drive shaft was in pretty rough shape, salt water. So I'm going to change the drive shaft and the impeller. We'll see if that works. Gotta find the trouble. Well, looky here. I changed the impeller and the drive shaft. All right. On Mark's gear case, I got it back on my test motor here and watch that baby pump water. Got the gear case pumping water. So now all I got to do is put Mark's power head back on his gear case and make sure it pumps and problem solved. I'm going to say it was the drive shaft worn out. That drive shaft was in really bad shape from salt water. I had to spin it and sand it down to get all the corrosion off of it. And I'm going to say that the splines were slipping and not producing enough spin for water. So one more video of it pumping water with Mark's power head on it and we should be done. Well, all right, I got Mark's power head back on his lower unit gear case and she's pumping water like a champ. Watch this. Yes, sir. Runs pretty good, too. Well, okay. T-Mike's waterless wonder is now pumping water. So if you followed episode 1 and 2, it was a struggle. We ended up finding the drive shaft. For some reason, saltwater damaged was able to spin a drill and pump, but not when the power head was on it. But I changed out the drive shaft and the impeller, and it's pumping water good now. Runs good, pumps good. The gas cap is not bedding, and the motor dies if you put the gas cap on it. So I just ordered a new one. Another one come in. I got to do that. Got to put the decals on it, and I got a runner on the Missy boat. So Mark, I'm working on it, man. It's getting there. It's gonna be a good one when we're done. So this is just an example of what you go through when you restore these old motors and they've been running salt water. A lot of damage be done, but I have the parts, I have the videos, I have the knowledge to make them run, and I love what I do. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. See y'all next time. Hey, you want to win a free prize? That's right, Team Mike's giving away free prizes. All you got to do is go to Team Mike's website, teammikevintageoutboards.com. The link is below, and find the link for Team Mike's trivia quiz. There'll be a trivia quiz question on there, all about vintage outboard motors. Just answer the question and click submit, and at the end of the month, put your name in the hat, make a drawing. Whoever's got the first correct answer wins a prize for that month. All right. On the form, also, when you get there, at the bottom, it's got a section for a message. It says, talk about your vintage outboard motor or your experience with T-Mike. So if you want to put some personal details down there, I might read a few of them out during the live stream. So win your monthly free prize, no cost. Just go to T-Mike's website, teammikesvintageoutboard.com, click on T-Mike's trivia quiz, and answer the question. Here we go. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I enjoyed making it. If you did, hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button and catch all my videos. You know, my passion are these vintage outboard motors. Johnson & Evinrude, 1950s, 60s, and 70s, 3 horsepower to 18 horsepower. I think I have all the videos, over 500 videos, on everything you need to know to repair, service, and restore your vintage outboard motors. I have all the parts, all the videos, and all the parts manuals for you to do that. I love what I do. The best way to reach me is on my website, teammikevintageoutboards.com. You go to that website, I have links for everything you need. I have links for all the parts you need. If you don't know the parts you need, there's a link called the Parts Broker where you can fill out the form and submit it to me, and I'll find your part for you. All right. I also have a link for a mail-in repair service where you can ship me your carburetor, your gear case, or your magneto. I'll repair it, video it, put it on YouTube, and ship it back to you. I also have a link for technical consulting. If you have a question, just fill out the link. There's a donation page if you want to help pay T-Mike, and I'll answer your question and get back to you. That's the best way to reach me, is on my website, tmikesvintageoutboards.com. I love what I do. It's been a great ride, and remember, always remember and never forget, here at T-Mike's Vintage Outboards, we're doing it one motor at a time.